South Africa's attacks. I've been in South Africa a couple of times.
Okay.
But suffice to say that I've been largely in the white-dominated areas, like Cape Town, like kind of an elite environment. They call it themselves.
Right.
And I don't see. And when you
and this appears
that,
more predominant in Durban.
No, I'm coming. Yeah. So when you juxtapose that with the black-dominated environments like in Durban, in Johannesburg, and co., there's a sharp contrast between what happens in the white-dominated areas and what happens in the black communities. In the white-dominated areas, for instance, in Cape Town, the town is open 24 hours.
Right.
I remember, a friend took me to those days to the club. We were in the club the whole night until 9 a.m.
Right.
in the morning. People were still there. People were still having fun.
And you felt safe?
Very safe.
Okay.
Very, very safe. They have a place in Cape Town called Long Street, just like also Oxford Street.
Okay.
And there are shops on this side, there are clubs, there are restaurants, it doesn't close. And it was beautiful, to live. You see a couple of black people in there and all that. I think they should be copying from those states. The Joburgs, the Durbans should be copying from what is happening in their white-dominated states. They are very accommodating. They allow people to move about freely. Security is still up-notch, top-notch and all that. And so I get worried hearing it from our black community and to think that should blacks always be associated with these stories of violence and all that?
Yeah.
Have you observed that outside of this country where, I'm not talking down on black people, but for instance, in the US or any other white-dominated area, when you hear about armed robbery, it's big news. They do robbery, but not armed. They can put you maybe under gunpoint and take your thing. They won't kill you and all that, or pickpockets and all that. Those are mild, crimes. They are all crimes anyway, but they are milder. But when it comes to the African context, you are taking the person's property. You still want to kill the person, harm them, put them permanent disability and all that. So something I feel the psychic of many of the people who do this have to be checked. In 2008, we heard about the first xenophobic attack. Some 62 people died. And we thought it was just one-off and that was going to be the end. We saw it in 2015, 2017, 2019. After COVID, we saw a couple of them. So far, 1.2 million people have been displaced. And some 500 people died in the process.
Yeah.
And then I'm told about another 700 people are in permanent disability and all that. Really? How did we get here? And you look at the reasons they are citing. One is an economic issue. And that's why I think South Africa itself has to be doing well in terms of the economy, in terms of creation of jobs, because they are talking about jobs, they are talking about the economy not taking care of them, they are talking about poverty and all that. And if you look at it closely, truly, there are some pockets of challenges when it comes to poverty in South Africa, in some suburbs of South Africa. Largely to say. And so African government, this should be also a trigger to all African governments to do more in terms of job creation, do more in terms of the economy, do more in terms of creating opportunities, do more in terms of allowing other nationals to cohabit, doing more in terms of foreign direct investments. Because they go after foreign investment or investors, they claim that they are taking their jobs, they are taking their place, they claim that the other people in their community, and these are normally targeted at Mozambicans. Is there anywhere like Mozambican? Mozambique, people of Mozambique, what do you call them? Mozambique, Nigeria,
Mozambicans for now, that's what we know.
Zimbabwe, and all that. These are our neighbors. Zimbabwe is a South African state, right? If we talk about the regional balance thing, this is within the South African environment. Is it not Zimbabwe?
Yeah.
And so why are we here?
Right.
Why are we where we are?